Welcome back to Views with Hughes and Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes and got some shocking news today, which right about now is not surprising anymore. But George Lucas has decided to go ahead and back Bob Iger in this proxy battle. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So as you all know, in an unexpected turn of events, George Lucas has publicly announced that he's going to back Bob Iger and the Disney's board, stirring a plot of ongoing saga of, Disney's corporate battles. Now, this movie comes as a shock to many, myself included, considering George Lucas's past critical views on Disney's handling of the Star Wars franchise, a series close to his heart and legacy. Now, George Lucas, who's the visionary behind Star Wars as well as the Indiana Jones movies and the Willow film, has made headlines by throwing his support behind Bob Iger and the current Disney board. Now, this endorsement is pretty strange given George Lucas's previous unhappiness with Disney, particularly concerning the way or the direction that Star Wars took upon under the leadership of Bob Iger. Now, George Lucas had been vocal about his disappointment once comparing the sale of Star Wars to Disney to selling to white slavers, highlighting a profound sense of betrayal. Now, the announcement raises eyebrows and leads to speculation about Disney's current state of affairs. Now, the potential reason behind George Lucas's sudden change of heart, suggesting that Disney's desperation to maintain or keep the control of board members during the proxy fight with activist investors such as Nelson Peltz. Now, this particular discourse is actually starting to question whether George Lucas's statement truly reflects his own sentiments or if it's a strategic move influenced by his significant shareholding of Disney. Okay. And also Disney's recent decisions and policies under Bob Iger's leadership is and stewardship of the Disney's iconic brand. Now, this declaration is actually striking with George Lucas's past criticisms of Disney's treatment of Star Wars since its purchase. Now, George Lucas receiving over 37 million of Disney shares as part of the Lucasfilm purchase stands as Disney's largest individual investor. Now, that's a position that lends significant weight to his opinions and actions within the company itself. Now, the endorsement raises questions about George Lucas's motivations, especially thinking about his previous dissatisfaction with the direction of Star Wars under Disney's regime. And then you also have financial advisors and the potential impact on George Lucas's investment in Disney, which might have influenced his decision. But moreover, the strategic significance of George Lucas's backing of Bob Iger in the proxy battle cannot be understated. It actually signals an effort by Bob Iger to try to solidify support among challenges to his and the board's control, highlighting the perceived threat posed by Nelson Peltz and his proposals for restructuring Disney. Now, with the unfolding drama signals more than just corporate power struggle. It actually underscores a critical juncture in Disney's storied history. Now, the proxy fight itself, with its backdrop of high-profile endorsements and strategic maneuvers, points to much deep-seated issues within the company itself, including several concerns over its direction and its heading with the woke elements going into it. Then there's also the leadership and the stewardship of its cherished franchises. Now, the forthcoming annual shareholder meeting is actually supposed to be a decisive moment, potentially reshaping the entertainment titans' path in profound ways. Now, the ramifications or consequences of George Lucas's support for Bob Iger actually extends beyond the immediate context of the proxy fight. Now, they touch on the broader themes of legacy, creativity, and stuff of cultural icons in the rapidly evolving entertainment landscape itself. Now, as Disney navigates these turbulent waters, the eyes of the world remain fixed on the outcome itself, eagerly anticipating the next chapter in this compelling saga of creativity, power, and corporate governance. Okay. And it also has people wondering about the results of the proxy battle. Who will win? Will it be Bob Iger and his board, or will it be Nelson Peltz as well as those who he has nominated to enter the board? But one thing is for certain, the unexpected endorsement by George Lucas among Disney's controversies underscores a pivotal chapter in the company's history, one that will undoubtedly influence its direction and legacy in the years to come. Now, I would be upset about this, but with all the disappointments and everything, at this point, I'm pretty jaded. I'm pretty jaded because of the fact that I've already lost hope in Star Wars. You know, I'm not confident that it will make a comeback. Some of y'all might be and everything, but I'm not, because of the fact that now we see that George Lucas, the man who we've all defended here on YouTube as well as out there in the fandom, is now going ahead and working with the enemy, supporting the enemy, rather than Nelson Peltz, who was looking to actually try to bring back and make Star Wars even more successful. But George Lucas, on the other hand, I remember him speak I mentioned this before plenty of times. I've reported on this, where he spoke to students at a Harlem school and stuff, and they asked him about Finn's character, you know, about how significant race will be of a factor within the Star Wars universe. And George Lucas admitted that's no longer his creation anymore. You know, the way they've done things is not his anymore. But the fact of the matter is, he had the chance to go ahead and get this. And matter of fact, I'm starting to think that, you know, someone might have said these things for him. Okay, somebody might have said these things for him, or possibly with the fact of the matter is that George Lucas, this doesn't really sound like him. But then again, it may not be much of a surprise because of the simple fact that George Lucas has always been quiet about these things before, and as of late and stuff, he was criticizing it before, but now all of a sudden that criticism has stopped. You know, but the fact of the matter is, the fans are upset. They feel betrayed. And now they see they can't trust George Lucas either. And honestly, at this point, it doesn't even matter who's going to own Lucasfilm or who's going to be the leader of Lucasfilm. It's pretty much, if Bob Iger still has control over the company itself, anticipate more woke elements to come, okay? And then expect the whole fall of the Disney stock. So I'm going to keep reporting on Lucasfilm as well as Star Wars and on Disney and everything, just so that way we can see how badly the company gets. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional thoughts that I didn't touch up upon this in this video. If you enjoy what I shared in this video, go ahead, smash the like button, share far wide across social media. Also, let me know how you feel about this. Are you upset about, you know, George Lucas backing Bob Iger? Or exactly, do you feel betrayed? I mean, how do you feel? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below. Also, if you enjoy what I shared in this video, like I said, smash the like button, share far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already, you enjoyed all the content I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification, so that way you notify the future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.